Expect it. It will be like what's her name? Serena Williams, working hard for her money and deciding to live lavishly somewhere in Poundage. But this one is the taxpayers' money. So the man who says he's come to protect the public purse, over bloating it with ministers, with appointees at the ministry, departments and agencies, and then he lies to that he will not buy vehicles. But you know what? They are just closing one door and opening 10 more doors through the back.
So far, all you said is about the negatives of this administration. But for those who just joined us, I'm speaking to the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Samuel Koku.
Yes. If you find your name safe, you have to mention. Samuel is a good name, you know.
It is.
It's a very good name.
I have asked him of the Lord.
Yes, I asked of the Lord. You know, so far it's been all about negatives. But what can Koku say is one of the positives this administration has shown?
For me, the positive that has come out of this administration is that Ghanaians have been given the opportunity to do the assessment. So for me as a sociologist or from a sociological background and from a functionalist perspective, the functionality to this bad administration is that it has offered us the opportunity to weigh them and assess them and realize that, all they were doing on the touchline was much ado about nothing. That's the only positive out of it. But otherwise, in terms of impacting positively on the livelihoods of Ghanaians, what have they done? We are now beginning to sleep in darkness again. Now with no schedule. The light can go off more than 10 times in 1 hour. So it's not even doom so again. Now it is pre. You don't know what is happening. It's like it's like, I mean, like I said earlier, lawlessness. It's just there. Anybody does what they want to do. The youth are on the rampage, do whatever they want to do. The security agencies, nobody knows how they are operating again. Of course, not that we want to go after state institutions, we will not do that. But my brother, you tell me what is happening? You come and reduce what do you call it? Some small charges on plane fare, and you are excited. Since when did workers start going to work by plane? Is it not the lorry we are still using? What we call trotro. So if you have not reduced petrol, you have not created any new more roads. Nothing. The so-called living about so-kind taxes is a hoax, a complete charade. Who are you? Who are you deceiving? So you are not, and then when despots want to create themselves, because they are not going to do anything, what they do is to surround themselves with lackeys. So he's creating a bloated government. He surrounds himself with lackeys, and every morning when they see him, they bow down before him. You see the way he was appointing the ministers on television? Yeah. Like a headmaster. They have to come, stand in front of him, put their hands behind their back. Even a haughty character like Chairman Sabosu had to go and make obeisance before he will be made parliamentary minister. So that's how he operates. He's coming and they have to everybody, Igwe, the king is coming. I said I saw it for myself in 2008. During one of the IEA's evening encounters with the presidential candidates. It was candidate Mills, candidate Akufo-Addo, candidate Indum, and then candidate Dr. Edward Mahama. As usual, President Mills arrived at the event first. He was the first to arrive. Dr. Mahama came, Indum came, Akufo-Addo was last. And my brother, when he arrived, the number of people followed him. Your Excellency. 2008, as a candidate. That's what they are doing to him now. Just worshiping him. Hero worshiping him. So nobody will be able to tell him when he's doing anything wrong.
What do you make of the president's posturing when it comes to Ghana's relationship with other, countries that surrounds us? The president is on a 3-day. He's gone to 3 different countries visiting them. He's been to Togo. He's going to the Côte d'Ivoire and then Ouagadougou, where he makes the point that look, Ghana is going to construct in collaboration with them a railway line from here to Ouagadougou to foster trade.
No, it's good. It's good to jump on the rhetorics and try and make yourself relevant. But as to whether the things you say make you relevant or make you surround your neck with question marks, it's a different thing altogether. A railway line between Ouagadougou and what about the one that his cousin Oforiata said they were going to construct to Chedi. Won't they finish that one first? When he went to Parliament and talking about his father and how he's happy to be in the big shoes of his father and his cousin and blah 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 blah. Go and with budgets, you go and engage in bigotry, tribal bigotry, and now you are selling our bonds to your cronies through the back doors. And you think that we shall sit down and watch? Who sit down and watch? We are you know, when he said that the State of the Nation address that he's in a hurry, I mean the president. You recall that statement, Mr. Speaker?
Yeah.
I'm in a hurry. Yes. They're in a hurry to steal, loot, and plunder the nation's wealth. That's what they're in a hurry to do.
We have about 8 more minutes to go, unless, of course, Chami spares us some 5 or 10 minutes to add up to our time. But in all sincerity, do you think this government is on track?
Well, on track to the extent of whatever agenda they have. If today Bugri Nawo is accusing Utiko of being complicit in the murder of Adams, she's also accusing him of having collected monies. I think that they are on track with whatever they want to do.
But in terms of some of the promises, for instance, we are told the free SHS is starting off in September. The planting for food and jobs has been launched.
The planting for food and jobs, they said it's going to create 50,000 jobs. Yeah. Fine. Now, I heard the president of the Peasant Farmers Association complained bitterly that they were not involved in this whole process. Attempts to meet the Agri Minister failed. Now, they were told by the chief director that their classification of farmers is anybody who carries a hoe and a cutlass, then qualified to be a farmer. Then 2 days later, I heard a queen mother in Upper West say that according to the program, you need 5 hectares of land to be able to qualify. Now, for the women in Upper West, where are they going to get 5 hectares of land from? Secondly, they farm groundnuts or peanuts. Peanuts is not part of the crops. So already you have ab initio, you have alienated Upper West women. There's not too much difference between Upper West and Upper East women. And there's no difference between Upper East, Upper West, and Northern. So you are telling myself, 750,000 jobs, how are you going to create it? And who gets 5 hectares of land just easily? And when I heard the president of the Farmers Association, what he actually said was that he believes, say we know, chop up a BBAD. And if you are hearing all the things that are coming out of the great ministry, this Akoto Ofriye, I've been listening to you guys and I'm listening, yes, my brothers, I mean, we ain't going nowhere. They are in a hurry to make the money. They will make their money through dodgy contracts, fictitious contracts, through the cocaine deal, through overpricing of contracts. They will make it. Whether it will benefit you and I as Ghanaians, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because they have told us their philosophy is property owning democracy. Those of us who have, let us continue to have. Those who don't have, let them go, let God take care of them. Or let them go and pray. And the prayer to that we are praying, they say we are praying too much. So we should stop praying. So I don't see what is, I have said continuously, and as a political party we have said continuously, that never will we go on our knees and pray for this country to collapse. Because even if we pray that prayer, God will not listen to that prayer. We wish Ghana well. We wish Mother Ghana well. But the question is that Akufo-Addo and his group, do they mean well for this country? That is the $100 million question.
It's interesting you paint this picture of a gloomy situation when it comes to the governance of our nation in the hands of the NPP, but it would take an opposition that is equally vibrant to make sure they put such a government on its toes.
Yeah.
Can the NDC be trusted to be a vibrant political party in opposition?
Well, good question, and I mean solid point that you have made. Let me say, for starters, I think let me just salute the opposition minority in Parliament, led by the honorable member for Tamale South, Haruna Iddrisu, and then Abeji. I think that so far at the national level, in all our engagements, we have saluted them. We think that they are doing quite a good job in the Parliament in terms of what they are doing. Of course, as a political party, we are also doing the engagement. Don't forget that the chairman himself, who now doubles as the leader of the party, because that is the constitution of the party. The chairman didn't write the constitution himself. it was written. In the wisdom of the framers of the Constitution, they said, anytime we're in opposition, the leadership of the party reverts automatically to the national chairman until such a time that a new flag bearer is elected. So the leader and chairman now is Kofi Anyidoho, and the number of times that he has led us to hold press conferences, it tells you that the seriousness with which we are ready to. I think one of the press conferences were all clad in red. So we will do that one and continue to do that engagement. Of course, on the issue of these invisible forces, there are a lot of things that we did also that did not come in the media. We had to petition the diplomatic community. People had to, so we are doing that. And so I agree with you that we're out there, the rank and file thing that, look, we should do more. But you see, let us not get caught up in MPP's irresponsible ways of doing things when they're in opposition. The open insult, the open use of vile language, foul language, throwing out of lies. That is what is catching up with them now. That is what is catching up with them now. I agree, we have to be resilient, we have to be vociferous, we shouldn't go to bed, we must up our antenna, up our game, and be there 24 hours and point out their mistakes. Of course, in the unlikely event that they do something which is right, why not? Who will applaud them? But I agree, we need to get more kicky.
But has the party got that? Now,
that's what I said earlier on at the onset of the interview, is that once we allow the negative, energy to move out, we bottle up the positive one. I believe that in the coming days, coming weeks, you'll be really impressed with the kind of opposition you're going to see. If I just explain to you now, it's possible that on Monday, some action will take place. So don't worry, we're not asleep at all. As on Nana Kufado, as they say in Ebe,
for the benefit of myself and my listeners.
Yes, he has asked for it, and he has gotten it.
All right. Let me read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 text messages, and then we'll hand over to Ochiami. Good morning, Uncle Sam.